Hey Insiders, it's Tim here, and a lot of you have been asking me, Tim, how do you get rid of fear and anxiety? So this is what this video is going to be about. Firstly, what is fear and anxiety? It's a primal programming, that is designed to basically help us survive. Back in the caveman era, so many things were trying to eat us alive. So we needed fear and anxiety to basically keep us alive, to keep the human species going. Okay? So in this day and age, however, fear and anxiety doesn't serve us in the areas that we want it to. And I say that because you don't want to get rid of fear and anxiety, guys, because if you got rid of fear and anxiety, it's very likely chance that you will die even in this day and age. We do need certain level amount of fear and anxiety in the areas that may actually kill us, right? If we weren't actually fearful of jumping off a cliff, so many of us would be just jumping. So you do need certain level of fear and anxiety. It is a survival mechanism. However, it does halt our progress in certain areas of our life that it doesn't serve us. For example, if you're in a bar and you see a girl you really want to approach, all of a sudden you start this nervous trembling and you feel fearful and you're anxious. I mean, that's not serving us. That's holding us back from, getting what it is that we want. So basically in this video, I wanted to basically explain how you can really snap yourself out of that. In the areas that you don't want fear and anxiety, I'll be explaining to you how you can really free yourself and really take action and start getting the results that you want in your life in regards to women, in regards to health, in regards to wealth. So as always, take down every single point I'm going to mention. There'll be 5 in total, and make sure to take action on the 5 points I mentioned, because without action there is no results. There's only knowledge. And guys, as you know, knowing and not doing is same as not knowing. Simple as that. So let's go on to the first point. And the first point is about analyzing. What I mean by that is next time you are fearful, next time you're really anxious, I want you to start listening and analyzing to the voice that's really, really holding you back, right? I want you to basically tune in with that fearful voice. I want you to tune in to that anxious voice. What does it sound like? How loud is it? What is it saying? What's the tone like? I want you to start listening deep into it and realize the voice, because you'll realize it's almost in like a tape recorder that's going round and round, and it will be the same voice, same volume, same tone each time you're feeling anxious, each time you're feeling fearful. And also I want you to start tuning in with how you feel as well, and not just the voices, but how you feel. How do you feel when you're fearful or anxious? Really become an observer of yourself whenever you're fearful or anxious. And immediately, guys, press pause. That's it. Take a deep breath. Press pause. And step 2, snap out. It's called change your state. And this is powerful. The fastest way you can change your state is change your physiology. What I mean by that is usually when we're fearful and when we're anxious, usually our body language reflects our emotion because our mind and body is connected. So if I'm anxious, I would usually be hunched, shallow breathing, okay? My head will be down and I'll be breathing really shallow, and my heart will be beating fast as a result. And basically the fastest way I can snap out of that is basically by chucking my shoulders back, by putting my chin slightly up, by breathing deeper, right? Changing your physiology immediately changes how you feel. Even grinning. Try smiling right now. Smile, right? Try feeling sad whilst smiling. It's almost impossible. Why? Because our body and mind is connected. So the fastest way to change your state is change your physiology, right? Another powerful thing you can try is the victory pose, which is so powerful. I always talk about how amazing this is, and a lot of entrepreneurs, their morning routine, the first thing they do when they get out of the bed is literally do this. Yes, yes, yes. Right? It's crazy, but scientists have proven the fact that just simply raising our arms can raise testosterone and lower estrogen. This is that powerful. And it really goes to show how our mind is really connected to our body. So the quickest way to really just snap yourself out of it is to change your physiology. So you must observe the pattern and realize, oh, this is what's happening. I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling fearful. I'm hearing the voices. Okay, and then stop, snap out. Snap out of it. Do something that snaps you out of it. So give that one a try, guys. It's so powerful, and you can literally snap yourself out of any pattern you're running. Any emotion can be snapped out of, even anger, even stress and so forth. Don't let your mind control you. You control your mind, you control your life, right? And this is what high performance is all about. It's about learning how your mind works so you can take full control of your life. That's what it's all about. Let's go on to the third point, guys. The third point is about being present. Anxiety and fear is all to do what may have happened in the past and what could possibly happen in the future, right? It's nothing to do with what's happening right now. However, our mind, if it's not present, it'll be like, don't do it, this might happen, this is what's gonna happen, and it will just halt your progress. However, if you just simply stop and you take a deep breath in, and you're present to the moment, and you silence that inner voice, the inner dialogue that's holding you back, and you listen to your heart and you take action, well, that's how you can instantly overcome that fear and anxiety. Because fear and anxiety is a result of not being present. So what I always suggest to every client I take on usually is, if they're not meditating, you have to meditate. Meditation is the key for all high performers. If you're wanting to live a happy and a fulfilled life, you have to meditate and make it like almost like a daily routine. For me, I do it every single morning, and sometimes at night, but morning is always fixed. Every single morning I meditate, I journal, I do gratitude. But what I suggest is, if you're new to this, just start meditation first, then you can move on to other things. But as always, just take action on that one point first. Meditate, meditate, meditate. As meditation allows you to master the skill of becoming an observer of your thoughts and feelings and labeling them as thoughts and feelings. It's almost like, imagine if there was a storm outside and you're outside in that storm being blown and all the rain's falling on you, right? But imagine if you was in the house observing that storm. See the difference, right? You're not being blown back, you're not becoming wet by all that rain. You're just simply observing. But a lot of us, I would say 99% of people on this planet are outside in that storm. They're not observing it. So meditation teaches you to observe the negative emotions and feelings we have, and basically just listen to our gut and just follow through. So that's why it's so important, and this is why so many successful people meditate. It's purely down to that reason. It's so powerful. So step 3 is to be present. Let's go on to the next point. Step 4, guys, is about finding people who influences you. It's about being around people that keep you empowered and really keep you upbeat and really take action and really live a happy life, right? Because you are who you hang around with. So if you hang around with people who are shy, who are fearful, guess what? You will be the same. However, if you hang around with people who are upbeat, who are very successful, you're not gonna be fearful because you'll conform to their level of awareness, right? You'll conform to their beliefs and you will just follow through as a result. So it's about finding people who influences you. And in this day and age, there is no excuses, right? We've got the internet. We've got platforms like the YouTube, like this, right? Where you can find people who influences you. You can literally follow their work and you can basically get coaching. You can get mentoring. If you can't afford it, you can volunteer for them, offer them value. There is literally no excuses in this day and age. Like if you live in a country where like people are really negative, where your peers are bad, there is no excuses. You've got the internet. You can find your peers online. And this is what Success Inside the Tribe is all about. And this is why I created it. Is so you have a virtual surrounding of people who are wanting to achieve happiness and fulfillment in their life. And if you're new to this channel, what I suggest is you join our tribe by going in the description box below and clicking through to our Facebook group. So step 4, guys, is about finding people who influences you. And in this day and age, like I said, there is no excuses. There is online peer group. Okay, the last point, guys, is the most straightforward one, but half the time, all we got to do when it comes to fear and anxiety, right? Is literally look at it in the eye. Face it eye to eye. Listen to it. Like I said in step 1, observe it, analyze it, feel it, and take action. Literally just snap through it. Just do it. Do whatever it says you can't do. And after time, through repetition, it will become easy and almost like second nature. Whenever you feel it, you'll follow through, right? fear is very actually, the emotion of fear and anxiety is very close to excitement. So if this helps, try actually thinking to yourself, oh, it's the emotion of excitement, and actually just follow through and just do it. After time, you will actually become pumped every time you feel fear. Every time you get this nervous feeling, you'll be like, holy shit, I want to just try it. Like, for example, about 2 months ago, I was actually kind of fearful about learning public speaking. You know, I've been doing coaching for a while now, and I want to get myself on the stage to influence more people. As soon as I found a course that I could invest in and basically have a coach that took me through speaking training, I felt the same emotion I used to feel when I used to approach girls. And I was like, okay, that means it's the right thing to do. So what did I do? I click buy. There you go, I paid the coach. Boom, it was done. And once I paid him, it was inevitable I had to follow through, because of course I don't want to lose my money. And so once I was invested, that was it. I followed through, and guess what? 4 weeks later, public speaking fear is gone. Now I got to seek for another thing that gives me the same amount of fear. And that's what you guys have to come to, this level of like being hungry for fear and realizing fear is a good thing. Sometimes fear is the emotion of where we need to grow in. So it's about realizing, okay, if I'm fearful about approaching women, I've got to keep on doing it until I can't feel it. Like where I'm now, you know, I can approach girls. Well, no, I can't approach girls nowadays because I've got a fiance. Nowadays, I don't feel fearful if I approach girls out in the streets and so forth, you know, because I've mastered it. So it's about mastering the skill until it no longer becomes scary. You know, I want to just basically live a life where I really squeeze every drop out of life, and I don't want to live a life where I'm halted back by my own emotions. That's simply not reality, right? My emotions of what could possibly happen is not true, because guess what? It hasn't happened, right? If my emotions, if I listen to some of the stuff my emotion and my mind tells me, back in the days when I was single, when I was really shy and couldn't approach girls, I remember it was saying, oh, Tim, she's probably going to slap you. Oh, Tim, she's going to probably reject you. Oh, Tim, she's probably got a boyfriend. And guess what? I go over there, and half the time it's never true. And even if it is, guess what? It's a good opportunity for me to try again and keep on trying until I get what I want. If you're wanting to become successful in your life, whatever it takes, do it. Take action. Okay? So I hope all of that's helped, guys. If you understood what I said and you're going to take action, click that like button. And as always, follow your heart and take action. And let's go live this life we was born to live. See you soon.